Hey you guys, Phoebe here from Little Grey Box. Now Matt and I have just wrapped up our safari. It was life-changing, I feel amazing, and this is all part of our incredible Squad SQ trip with Singapore Airlines. So right now you guys, we are flying from right here in the Kruger National Park to Johannesburg, but first we've got to go to Nelspruit, and from what I understand, there weren't a lot of flights, so we're going in something a little bit smaller today. Strap yourselves in, kids, this is about to be a wild one. I get so travel sick, but I took a lot of ginger, so...
Expect a few bumps here and again, but nothing too serious. We're going to try to keep this flight as smooth as possible. So I'm request that everyone keep those seat belts fastened on at all times, which I see everyone has managed.
That was awesome. I was terrified I was going to get really plain sick. I spent the whole time bathing in a bath bag, but smooth as an egg. That was easy. We're now in Nelspruit. We've got a little bit of a layover. I don't know, we're just hanging out for a couple of hours at the airport. Yeah, and then we're on our way to Joburg, man. Just when you thought it couldn't possibly get any better, put a fork in me. I'm done. We've arrived in Johannesburg, and where are ya? Where are ya? There's Matt with the bags, right on cue. Thanks, babe. Alright, we're gonna go and meet our guide, who should be through those doors, and then we're going to Soweto. So we're looking for a person holding our names up on a sign. There he is! Matt and Phoebe! Matt and Phoebe! Hey! We have met our guide, April. He's amazing. He speaks 11 languages, and I put in a specific request to hear the special language with all the clicks in it. April, give us the official welcome to Johannesburg.
I would love, because the camera is facing at me.
Yeah!
A singer during the apartheid time, and her name was Miriam Makeba. Okay. She used to sing a song that says, Igqirha lendlela ungunqonqothwane, Igqirha lendlela ungunqonqothwane. Seliqabele qitanga hawunqoqothwane. Seliqabele qitanga hawunqoqothwane. That's a Xhosa song. And Nelson Mandela.
So awesome.
Nelson Mandela, our hero.
Yes.
He's from the Xhosa tribe.
So Soweto, we call it the mother of all townships.
Okay.
The home of the revolutionists, people like Nelson Mandela, Desmond Tutu, Walter Sisulu. But one thing that makes Soweto great is the people.
Yes.
People suffered a lot here, but people are trying to move forward.
Yes.
We've got a saying that says that there's one race, which is a human race.
Yes.
So despite the color of your skin, people are welcomed in the townships, and tourism is playing a big part in uplifting people.
Yeah.
Soweto is also famous for those 2 cooling towers.
Is that where you can do the bungee jump?
That's where you can do the bungee jump.
Have you done it?
Personally no, personally no. Estimated to be 100 meters.
Okay.
It's a 3.5 second drop. So today people are owning the houses.
Yeah.
People have title deeds of the houses.
Okay.
So people destroy the old houses, they start building better houses for themselves.
Right.
Because previously houses like these,
Yes.
our forefathers had to pay rent
Yes.
for 75 years. And only when you were 76 you could own the house.
What?
Africans are very social people.
What are you doing? High-fiving? Yes. I'm getting, is it an apple?
Yeah, it's an apple.
It's an apple. So guys at Lebo's, they support people like this who run hand-to-mouth businesses. So, you know, you're welcome to stop off and buy some beautiful fresh fruit. Thank you so much. That's a really good apple.
Love, peace, and harmony.
And
That's how
sometimes
you do it.
friendship.
Friendship and psh.
Ah,
You're adding some sauce.
you're adding
Some sauce.
some.
Yeah.
We are deep in the heart of Soweto, and it is incredible. People are running out on the streets to say hello. Everybody has big smiles on their face. They are so warm, so welcoming. It's such a community, and everybody is welcome to come here and be part of it. And it's just awe-inspiring. It is so cool to come to a place and feel so loved and welcomed and accepted. And I'm so happy. I don't know what I was expecting from Johannesburg, but this is not it.
An estimated number of over 600 students were killed in South Africa in a space of 2 years, from 1976 until 1978. Students who were protesting for a basic human right, education. But this also is linked with some of the laws of apartheid. So if you were white, you were first class. Asian, Indian, second class. In South Africa, people of mixed race, they've got their own category called colored. It's a group. And then the native people were unfortunately considered low class. And the apartheid government also said people must get education which is fitting for their levels in life. Two, for sure.
Got it.
1, 2, for sure.
Back.
1, 2, for sure.
Oh.
For sure. For sure.
Of course, you cannot come to Soweto without visiting Nelson Mandela's house, and it is right behind us. Now, we can't go in because it's closed, and during the day it is packed with people, but if you do get the chance, I really recommend you come here because the stories, the history, it's fascinating. What is going on with that? All she wanted was a G&T. We're here at Coob's, and this place is beautiful. So it is this beautiful restaurant nestled among loads of other great eateries. The street outside is alive, and the food in here is fantastic. Matt and I are both enjoying some homemade tagliatelle after a big day of safaris in Soweto. They also have an amazing cocktail menu and an in-house mixologist. So they have got you covered, guys. So we are waking up in Johannesburg for our second day here. It's going to be a really short one because we actually have to catch a flight at we're going to be at the airport at 1:30 and it's about 8:30 now, so we don't have long. Welcome to the whip. Quick whip tour, seats, roof, April, that's all you need. So we're outside Nelson Mandela's other house. Now this is the house where he lived until he died on the 5th of December in 2013. And it's actually a really cool sight because if you look in the garden beds, there are all these rocks which have messages written on them from local people, and it's just so lovely. So the house is still occupied by some of Mandela's family.
Mr. Gandhi and all other political activists were kept. So the three things that you see here with stair walls on top, this was the awaiting child block where they will find you on a street of Johannesburg without an identity and they'll take you and put you inside this.
As you drive around Johannesburg, you're going to see lots of locals on the side of the road doing all kinds of funny things with their hands as they hail a taxi. And our guide April is going to show us some of the different signs.
To come to the city, they'll point it up with this finger, not any other fingers. Because if you do this one, it's a problem. People will get angry. And then we do have some sections like Kayalami, where the racetrack is. There is rolling hills of grass. You make something like this. And a township called Alexandra, 3 kilometers from Sandton City, our new central business district, you make a sign of a gun because it used to be a notorious area to visit. And to go to the train station, you make like a steam tray so that the driver who goes there can stop and pick you up. Otherwise, if you stand and fold the arms next to the road, you'll stand there until hell freezes. Amen.
That was perfect. Welcome to the neighbour goods market. This place is the fanciest market I've ever been to. It screams the word artisanal. I can only imagine there's some amazing coffee and I have to have one.
Come with a higher consciousness and we teach the people how to eat right and how to make good food.
My grandmom used to cook this for us for flu if we are coughing.
You see, my lord, now we're connecting you with your grandmother, with your roots.
His name is Les. I'm here presenting the Nut Case Study. It's a series of work I've made to complement both art and science.
So what do you think is the biggest misconception about Johannesburg?
It used to be a notorious place to visit during the apartheid time.
Yes.
But since then, since 1994, people started to think like human beings. There's nothing wrong about visiting Johannesburg. It's just the mentality of the people. Johannesburg, we live here, we grew up here. It's like any other big cities in the world, but you'd hear people that would say it's not safe to go there. So how do we survive as peoples? As you can see, Joburg is the largest city, it's the biggest city in South Africa. Everyone wants to see himself or herself in the city and nothing is going on.
So what would you say to somebody sitting at home thinking Johannesburg isn't safe?
It's a peaceful town like any other towns, unless you're walking on a street at night. So at night we can't guarantee your safety, but during the day you can look each and every street has a camera so that they monitors every movement of the people in the city. So you just be yourself and come and visit Joburg, a human being originating in Africa.
Yes.
If you've never been to Johannesburg, you'll never know who you coming from, where you coming from. We all coming from various provinces to come to Johannesburg to learn about what happened in the past between the white and the black. So if you come to Johannesburg, you'll have your facts straight.
I'll be really honest with you, coming to Johannesburg, I had a few reservations, and that's just because I had heard so many bad stories. It has been vastly different to the picture that is painted, and the people here are a huge part of that. Everybody smiles and waves and just they say hello and they invite you to be part of their culture, to be part of the community. And I personally feel like the people who call this area home, they treat people how they want to be treated. And for a long time, they weren't treated very well. So when anybody comes here, they are immediately welcomed. They are immediately accepted and they are immediately made to feel part of the place. And I do just want to say, like any major city, of course there are going to be issues. Are you going to be safe 24 hours a day? No, but you know what? You can't walk around the streets of New York at night. You can't walk around the streets of Paris at night. You can't walk around the streets of San Francisco at night. This is just what happens in a major city. It's like that anywhere. Of course, I would recommend that you do it with a guide, because that way you get that educational experience and it takes any doubt you might have out of it. They'll take you to all of the great areas. They'll tell you so much about the rich history of South Africa and Johannesburg, and you will leave a better person for it. Thank you so much for watching, you guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you don't already, be sure to subscribe and say hello in the comments below. Have a great weekend, and I will see you next week. Love ya.